Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Orwell. It's the end of day 4, and I'm guessing with the fact that Mr. Symes, Mr. Benjamin Costigan, has been, his identity has been compromised. I'm guessing we're very close to the end. I'm guessing, as with most of these episodic type thingamawhatsits, there's only going to be 5 days. So I'm guessing we're going to just have one more day of working through things. We've got all these bits of information. I'm recording this the day after, so I'm not going to go through them. So I can read through, so I don't need to redo these. I've kind of got a memory from yesterday. And the more I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to realize, I'm kind of realizing now, which is probably not a good time to realize it, that not giving in information, not uploading data is a choice. The problem is there's some data you need to upload to progress, and there doesn't seem to be a way to tell the difference. But I think we'll advance the next day and see what happens. Next day. What's happening with Orwell? Under the spreading chestnut tree. Good morning, Ooh, you're not Symes. Good morning, investigator. Catherine Delacroix. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been mediocre so far. You couldn't save the Circle Mole, but at least got the prime suspect. You will do better. I will be your new advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to the advisor with an exposed identity. Symes is well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you are concerned, he never existed. He's an unperson. With yesterday's so-called revelation about Orwell's sympathizers, this terrorist group is taken to the streets. We need to show all of the nation Orwell is keeping them safe. We won't allow some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposter pretending to be Abraham Goldfels. Find out who did it and where they are hiding. Interesting headlines. Probably. Blingle, blingle, bling. Oh my goodness, what's... Oh, it's just nothing. House exposed, vandalized, and you're... Right. Negotiations in Triflith renewed. Under the lead of Prime Minister Blaine... Right, I've got a thing. I've got a space for you, haven't I? Where are you from? Joseph Langley. Over here. Catherine Delacroix. But I don't think we can add anything about him yet. The Pargesian President Cassart has given the green light to resume negotiations about a re-election. This result came from only one day of Prime Minister Blaine's visit to Triflith. Alright, whoever you are, you're not very good at spelling, are you? Anti-Orwell protesters. As thought activists unveil government surveillance system Orwell, supporters gather at former Freedom Memorial. Government stays silent. Once again, Freedom Plaza has become the centre of attention, with over a dozen citizens protesting at the ravaged Freedom Memorial on Sunday evening. The cause of the protest is the recent unveiling of Orwell, a mass surveillance program issued in secret by the government. The information was leaked by the activist group Thought, the same group that was brought to public attention as the alleged culprits of the Bonton bombings. The group claimed in a recent blog post that they had proof that the government has plans to use the system to put the population of the nation, should be capitalised, under mass surveillance. We have reached out to the government for a statement about the Orwell project, but at the time of publication we had not received a reply. More on the story as it unfolds. House of Government employee vandalised after a private address was exposed. A quiet house in Farview was ravaged by vandalism overnight. Benjamin C. There's no point in doing that. Everyone knows who he is. Right, let's look at Joseph. Mugshot. Arrest date. Charge funding of terrorist activities. Arresting officer redacted holding... Oh, because I said the money was to... Nina. The suspect was residing in his Bonton office. We knocked on the door and for a short time the suspect opened. He was then informed about the charge and his rights and taken into investigative custody. Something new in here, eh? So what's changed here then? Okay, I don't know why I said nothing. Nina, I'm truly sorry for having drawn the investigator's attention to you, but frankly, you overstepped the boundaries of our agreement. No, this is stuff I've already read. I don't know why this is saying it's new. 4 p.m. Monday, right. Members of Thought, my dear friends, as you all have experienced already, we are being besieged by the government. They have denounced us, called us terrorists, and turned the public against us. This will stop today. The days are about to come to an end. I have a plan. For this to work out, we must meet like we did in the old days when we had meetings in Cafe Chestnut. We'll have a conference call at 4 p.m. sharp, because I'm well aware that a meeting in person won't work out for us. You need not fear surveillance. All has been taken care of. I will contact you. Get in a safe position. Be ready. I assume that these are all the same one, isn't it? Thought must gather once again. Conference call at 4. So that's the only bit of information we've got, isn't it? Unless I meant to go over old ones, but I don't think. I'll upload that. I don't think there's anything else new. A gathering? We know Abraham Goldfels is dead. Someone must be impersonating him. This is as clear as crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time-consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20 data chunks. Be considerate. Oh my goodness! They're putting a limit on what we can do. That's the stuff you need to do in every day. Like make it you can upload this much per day. And as you make choices, as you upload data chunks, the game progresses. Every, I don't know, however many you want to do. Every time you upload a data chunk, that progresses the story. Right, ghosting. You must think I'm stupid. First, you don't tell me where you are going because you need to ghost, and then hours later you don't answer your phone. So I called Pers asking for you, and she told me you were at Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in, then furiously wrote something on your PC. Probbed this outrageous blog post the news speaks of, and then stormed back out the door, only to meet whom? Juliet, meaning you're back in action with this group. And her? I can't believe it. So now I'm trying emails so you can't dodge me any longer. You and me are done. That's not useful. That is not helpful. Right, so when did he die? Does it say? Died in 2016. This was done in 2015. Most people live half a year to a year, which he had a year and a half. He had nearly 2 years. Right. So I'm not entirely sure what I meant to put up. Right, so pictures are now meaningless. This is frustrating because these are the only new bits of information I seem to have. They're not going to be useful. Professor Abraham? No, that's not going to have anything new, I don't think. He's retired. McElroy. Don't know. Thought maybe she'd been using something. Rosen Tech, get in touch. Nope. Nothing new there. But I think if there's anything actually new, it would come in things. So I don't think we've actually got anything new. Or at least nothing logical to look at until we start thinking about this. I think we've got to go with where he was on Sunday. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his work, probably thinking we would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. I've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfels. He predicted the bombings, this alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hid his posts on the Thought blog and his timeline. We are yet to clarify why he would be frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps? Who's this marker? Maybe she works in this place. I don't know. Oh, no, he's buying it over there. Why would he have 2 health insurances? It's apparent that Harrison O'Donnell might well be part of the Bompton bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfelds. I want you to prove this and lock him away for good. I don't think that's the case, though. It's the problem. It doesn't seem to make sense. It's a lobby. Home to more than 2,048 computing citizens. Hello, world! The internet is like a chestnut tree, ever growing, branching, spreading. Everyone has the right to dwell or relax in its shadow and make sure you get your right. Need the web? Got you covered. Out of battery? Charged here. Need PC access only? Also yep. Bring your PC or use one of ours. Find us on Stelligan Campus Complex D, next to the actual cafe. All we ask for is an occasional donation, cash or goods in return. If you can, that's it. Alright, lobby. Hosts. Lenore, aka Persephone. Founder and boss. Ahmed, Ahmed, aka Rattlesnake, super admin and all-round super guy. Marker, Wicked Witch. She keeps the drinks rolling and bits flowing. Honourable host, Harrison, aka Hancock, former admin and handsome. Hancock. Donated 50 to the National Beholder mousepads. So there's his PC information. I'm trying to, I don't want to put everything in, I want to... Oh, you're not used. I can't grab you for some reason. Not counting, so... It seems like the only real information that's usable is his. His primary goal, to win the game. We award scores for the time spent in our cafe, donating stuff or contributing to the cause by any other means. Hancock is second. I don't know what... I don't think that's particularly relevant. Scroll. So the only... I don't think the former admin's particularly useful. That's going to be useful. Like, this is much more gamey a way of looking at it, because now I'm not looking at it... it was just what I was complaining about, really. I don't know what information's important, which is frustrating, because not giving that information was a choice, but now, in this situation, it's part of the game. What information do you use? Do you promote? Search for Benjamin. Where's my phone? Sis. No. Personal. Life Trust Flex Insurance for March. Oops. Life Trust Family Plus. Interesting. Great Hancock from Juliet. It's got a different name. Doesn't help. Thought. So you're not a fan of TNA, I assume TN... I don't know. This is the thing, I'm now terrified by the and again, I've got no idea. I can't remember, oh, I did this many data matches on this day. Which is why this is, although interesting, is terrifying and meaningless, because I don't know how many that is. Does that mean I can get nearly everything in, and I've just got to drop it, like, not include 3 or 4 things? Does it mean I can only pick half of all of them? This game is giving me too much freedom! Family. Yeah, that might give us some more information. Why would someone like O'Donnell own a health insurance for a family member? Yes. It does, however, might explain why he's got those. Ooh. Let's have a listen in on this one. It might be useful to go back to those bits of information we had there. Where are you? Why did you leave Abe's? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we're no longer public enemy number 1 and 2. That was before I found out what you did. You exposed a government employee. Take a look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. Was that necessary? Look at TMB. We've developed the following. If they prosecute us now, there'll be public outcry. This tiny crowd with the banners won't stop a thing. We'll be gone forever once they get us. That's why I had to leave. Did you get Abraham's email? Yeah, that was crazy. I know, all of a sudden he's back and has a plan? I can't believe it. Where was he this whole time? Will you attend this gathering? Of course, if Abe's there, we must attend. I'll hide away someplace. You should do the same. Don't hide anywhere you've been in the last 24 hours. They might check there first. Will do. My phone is gone, just like you disappeared this morning. You haven't seen it by chance. Can you not take care of your stuff? No, I've not seen your phone. So there's random bits that might be useful, but I don't know. Tried to track it down, but it doesn't send a signal. Probably out of battery or something. Whatever. I'll go with that until the gathering. Yes, until the gathering. Not sure I'm going to put that in. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm worried. I'm going to, though, get Juliet's email, because these are bits of information. Or did I already have that? No, I did not. But apparently, that was not a useful thing. Okay, well, we'll go with a nickname. Sounds like alias. More things coming in. Nothing new, although you're saying there is. Reader. Okay. By Dixon. Nothing useful. Our protest at Selighan was a lively gathering of open-minded people. Students, teachers, professors, and others formed a bright and colourful crowd. I've got to. That doesn't pass well because it's not contracted. I've got to admit, when Abraham asked me to join Thought, I wasn't sure what to make of it. Join an activist group? That's not a thing for me. Sure, not everything is fine, but organising protests in the streets? Isn't that a bit much? But I knew Abraham, as he was my professor for media ethics at Selighan, and so I trusted him. I said yes. But it wouldn't stop there. Harrison and Nina left the event planning to me. Me, who had never done anything close to this before. Phew. A pretty scary task. As both Abraham and I were closely tied to Selighan University, my suggestion was to organise a peaceful protest there, slowly raise awareness among students. They would most likely be open-minded, prone to questioning authority and government, wouldn't they? Indeed, the process went off without a hitch. Selighan's president even permitted us to hold the protest on campus grounds, and close to 100 students, provided I didn't miscount, participated, many of them just joining in as they were walking by and wanted to know more. There was no conflict, no fear, just support. People were still talking about it a week later in the halls of Selighan, and for me personally, it turned out to be a night to remember. Peaceful protest. Alright.